This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate y'all for coming to the video. I appreciate all the support and love and everything. Now, this video here, we're going to talk about ammo prepping. You know, I'm getting a lot of comments and stuff. I've been dropping several videos. And, you know, I'm dropping videos, preparing yourself, getting ready for no matter knows what's going on in the future and stuff, whether it's some type of law or limit or shortage or something that is stopping you from defending yourself. And and with that case said, you need ammunition. So we're focused on ammunition and stuff like that. And we're going to focus on common calibers. Now, when I mean by common calibers, I'm talking about, you know, when you're prepping for a type of, you know, the SHTF situations, or a situation where, you know, what I'm most likely to run across. You know, it depends on where you at and where you live. I'm talking about if you overseas somewhere, you know, and you got a rifle, need parts and stuff, most likely you're gonna probably run across, you know, especially, you know, like the AK-47. It's very popular here in this country, but it's very popular abroad in other countries and stuff. So AK-47 might be something you might be prepping for when it comes to the ammunition for the AK and stuff like that. Now, over here in this country, United States, we have AK-47s over here. But if something hit the fan, what is most likely scenario that I'm going to be running across a lot of AK-47s? There's some here, but, you know, when I'm saying prepping for the calibers and stuff like that, most popular here is going to be the AR-15. The AR-15 is going to be more popular here. And, you know, the AR-15 used two types of rounds. It used the 223 and the 5.56. Now, I did a video showing you how popular several rounds is across the board with 10 states in this country. And what kept popping up? Top two, 9mm and 223. That's the reason why right now when you see a lot of crisis, the 9mm pretty much go quick. And you have 223 go quick, and it also can use the 5.56. But, you know, with that said, I'm talking about, you know, you have to think about these things when you're prepping. You know, I get questions, you know, what caliber should I prep? You need to prep the calibers that is most likely that you're going to need, and also the handgun that you have. And like I said, 9mm exceed all calibers in this country. And, you know, with that said, 9mm handguns is probably the widest most sold gun in this country. So 9mm and 223 is gonna be the top two prepping rounds. You know, in my case, I'm talking about you can make the case for 12 gauge shotguns and stuff like that, the AK-47. You can make that case, but my most likely scenario to me, that's my personal scenario, that I think 223 and 9mm is the round that you should be prepping the most. Them the two rounds that pretty much goes very quick. You know, when we dealing with this pandemic, you're dealing with civil unrest, you know, you're dealing with the riots and stuff, home break-ins and stuff like that, self-defense. Now we're talking about a self-defense round. I'm talking about, you know, 22 long rifle. We know a lot of people prep a lot of rounds of that and everything. I'm talking about you can use 22 for self-defense and stuff like that. It's a lot of things you can use 22. But when you look at defense rounds, most likely it's going to be the 9mm and the 223. Now, with that said, you want to kind of follow the trend of law enforcement in this country. So law enforcement pretty much use 40 caliber, 45 handguns, and 9mm. But majority of law enforcement in this country is using 40 caliber handguns. So 40 caliber and 45, if you watch my video before this one, they pretty much balanced out as the third round to be pretty much stockpiling. 40 and 45 tied for third. So, you know, you can go make the case for 9mm, 223, 40 and 45. You know, these are top calibers that you should be prepping for. But, you know, with that said, you know, you have to have a strategy, because like I said, if anything happens, especially in this country, you have to look at also, you know, your farm situation. You know, I'm most likely, if something happened to my AR, so I need parts or something, I'm very likely it's going to run across another AR-15 to use parts for it and stuff like that. I'm talking about, you know, as far as the AK, there's a lot of people who got AK, but I don't see myself run across a lot of AKs, but I see myself run across a lot of AR-15s. So them are the scenarios you have to look at. And you have to look at that same scenario when it comes to ammo and stuff like that. So when you're prepping, you want to go for your top most, favorite calibers and everything. So when you're stockpiling, like I said before, it's easy to just go out and start buying a whole bunch of ammunition and stuff, but they have to have a purpose. Anything I buy has to have a purpose. I look at my purpose for it, then I look at my other options. What is the less likely that I would need this, or will I need it, and stuff like that. So I kind of look at all that, so you're not just out, you just have no strategy whatsoever. There's too many people doing that, and you find yourself backtracking and a waste of money and time, whatever you're trying to prepare and do. So, like I said, write these things down. It might sound kiddish to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it gives you a focus point of a strategy. And that's what I've been doing. I write my stuff down, goals, whatever rounds that you need. You got other calibers and stuff out there. You have, you got the 380. You have the 357 SIG, the 10 millimeter. You have a lot of calibers out there. You got 38s, 357 Magnum, 44. It's so many calibers, 308. It's a lot of calibers that is very popular, besides the one I just named that you can most likely run across. But I'm going for the higher percentage of numbers, and that is the 9mm and the 223. Now, the rest you can follow with the 40, the 45. It's no problem having a whole lot of options out there. And if you've been watching me, I love to have options, love to have multiple calibers and stuff like that, because you never know. In certain areas might be more of these calibers than others. So, you have to look at the region that you're in and stuff like that. And you kind of take that in focus point, whether you're here in the United States or you're abroad or somewhere in another country. You have to look at everything that's around you. I have people who watch my channel in other countries and stuff. So that's the reason why I'm kind of diversifying across the board, how you need to prepare and stuff. So a lot of people ask questions and stuff. And, there's so many, we can answer all day long when it comes to prepping and stuff like that, trying to get prepared. And you see what's going on right now, where you have so much tension and stuff in this country. You have so many people flocking out for personal defense and everything. And, there are several levels and several, to me, break-in periods that we have been experiencing. We experienced this virus. If the police department stuff getting affected, so they can't come out and respond. So we had that wave. So now we have the second wave, where you have civil unrest, riots and stuff like that. So then boom, there go your second wave and stuff. And like I said, out of all the different things that I've been through in this country and stuff, this is very different. And so, the third wave could be, who knows what else the third wave can be. Now you're seeing a lot of other things when it comes to this country. So the third wave can be a lot of things tied at the end. And, so like I said, the system already stressed, ammunition company stressed, farm company stressed, gun shops has pretty much been hit from all angles as far as theft, first-time buyers, panic buyers. I'm talking about, you have retailers who are pretty much pulling farms and ammunition off the shelf and stuff. So you have rationing going on, you have limits going on, you have a shortage going on. So, when we get into this point where we don't know what can happen down the road, that's when it starts to sink into a whole lot of people. And that's what pushes everyone on the edge to pretty much just goes out and just start buying everything in sight. So that's what we're kind of seeing in everything or whatever. So I want to just give you some little starting point and everything. And we'll continue this topic and everything. So this is This Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.